Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on a journey in light. Today we're doing a pick a card on what are their secrets, hidden truths, things they aren't telling you. I'm not really sure what's all going to come up, but we're going with just like things that are going on in their life and their heart and their mind that they're not being fully open about. Maybe you have someone that like keeps their feelings to their chest, so maybe those will be revealed, things like that. We're just going along with the adventure, but the intent of this is to find out their hidden truths. So we have 3 piles today. We have pile 1, which is this really awesome selenite tower. We have pile 2, which is my favorite little brass paperweight flower thing. Not sure, love it. And number 3 is this little duck. Yeah, it's a duck, ceramic duck. For pile 3. So basically, if you are just tuning in, how you want to choose is, take a deep breath and think of your person and kind of go with whichever pile you're drawn to first. If you're feel like torn between 2 piles, then feel free to watch them both. There could be messages for you in both piles. Always, always, always remember this is a general reading. So not everything's going to resonate for everyone. So you might only have bits and pieces that are truth for you. And how you can tell is just trust your gut. And if it doesn't feel right for you, then leave that out. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And yeah, let's dive right into this. And at the end, I will be going over whatever decks I happen to use. I'm still not sure, besides these 3, what decks I'm going to use oracle-wise. I'll do a video at the end going over which decks I used, and I will try to remember to put links to them in the description box below as well. So again, we have piles 1, pile 2, pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you at your pile. Okay, hello my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this really awesome. It's really crazy how it really looks like that. I know you guys are getting a massive glare, but depending on how we hold this, it like shines. So this is a selenite tower. Selenite's really good for cleansing energy, keeping things pure, charging your other crystals just by being near or next to it. You can also get like these big like selenite charger plates that you can put your crystals on to help keep them charged if you can't like put them in the full moon and things like that. So we are going to jump right in and see what are your person's secrets. What are their hidden truths? What aren't they telling you? What is going on? I don't know what's going to come up, so we're going to find out together. But let's figure this out. What's going on with your person? What are their secret truths? Please, for pile 1. This wants to come out. We have a Knight of Swords, a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We have the World. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Fool. Don't worry, I'm going to go over all these. A bunch of different messages are coming up, so there's probably going to be a lot of people tuning into this. So we're going to have a couple different scenarios. We have a Page of Swords in reverse. We have a 3 of Swords. And we have the Chariot in reverse. So right off the bat, this person is very in their mind about you, is what I'm feeling. Like, I think they think about you more than they care to admit. And this person is definitely, we have the, 3 of Swords here. So this person has a lot of heartbreak. If that doesn't pertain to you, if you guys are in a good place, then they could be just holding on to a lot of heartache from their past, more than they like to open. So, or admit to. So what I'm hearing for some of you guys is your person is way more vulnerable than they come across. But okay, so I'll try to go in order. But so right off the bat, I'm also hearing, yeah, this person like has so many thoughts that they want to express to you. They're just not sure how. My Knight of Swords is all about communication and thoughts, but usually taking action. But something about this, like with him, like the sword over his mouth, it's like I feel like this person doesn't communicate their thoughts to you, so they think more fondly of you than they actually admit to, or that they're vocal about. We have a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so I feel like for a lot of you, this person, like their future weighs heavily on them. They're feeling very unsure of like maybe a financial situation or how their future's going to be. And for some of you guys, they're questioning your loyalty to them. I don't know, something about this dog in this picture. And dogs mean, companionship, loyalty, but it being in the reverse, I think a secret that this person has is they have a lot of trust issues. They don't trust people as openly as they maybe appear, and so they don't express things because it's a trust issue. When we come into this world, the World card, so I'm hearing like they think the world of you. So if you're in a scenario where this person, again, is holding their thoughts and you're not sure how they feel about you, I feel like they think the world of you is what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing for some of them, like they keep it secret because I don't know why this is coming through, but some of they're worried that their friends or family won't approve of your guys' relationship. I don't know. Something about, again, I read classically and intuitively, so the messages just come across. So it's something to do about like a view of what other people have on their love for you, or their feelings for you is affecting like how they express things. Yeah, okay. Then we move into the Eight of Swords. So this person feels stuck a lot in their situation. I'm assuming they don't express this because we're going over their secrets. So this person is trapped a lot in their mind. I think they might have more anxiety than they admit to, but it's like, let me try to brighten this up. The Eight of Swords is all about being stuck, but you're basically stuck within your own limitations. You don't realize that it's just your thoughts that are holding you back, and you can move away anytime you wanted to. These swords aren't piercing her. They're not really holding her back. The rope is kind of loosely, and she's got a blindfold. She could pull that blindfold off and take the ropes off and move away, but she just like can't see that it's her own thoughts that are keeping her trapped. So I'm also hearing this person has a lot of self-limiting beliefs about either themselves, their self-worth, their status in life. Then they feel like that holds them back and holds them back from doing the things that they want, maybe from moving towards you, or just moving forward in things that fill their soul in their own life. And then also for some of you guys, it is actually someone is in a situation that they can't see how to move past. So if they say you're inquiring about someone that's in another relationship, possibly married with children, even though they may want to come towards you, they see you as the world. It's like this restriction of their situation. They can't see how to move past that. They're feeling stuck, and they couldn't go after what their heart wants because they're stuck in this situation. We have the Fool. So this person wants to take a leap of faith. They want to take a risk. They want to go on this journey. I'm assuming with you guys, the viewer, they want things to move ahead and start again. So if you're in separation from this person, I feel like I'm hearing this person thinks about like a lot of what ifs and how things could change and to go on this adventure and start anew with you. Trying to see if I get anything else. And they're ready to leave a lot of their old baggage behind. Like he only has this one small little bag to take forward. So if you guys have had a rocky up and down relationship, it's like they want to start anew and like wipe the slate clean and just start over fresh with this journey. We We have a Page of Swords in reverse, and our pages are messenger. So again, it's just more about like them keeping their thoughts to themselves. And we move into our Three of Swords, which we talked about. Either if you guys have had a breakup within your connection, they're very heartbroken more than they let on, because you were their world and they're missing you tremendously. But again, I feel like they put up an act and aren't open about how they feel about you, and also maybe not fully open with themselves. If you guys are in a relationship, I feel like this person just has a lot of very painful past wounds, and or in separation, this person also could have a lot of heartache that they play off like, oh yeah, this happened, but it was no big deal. But really, like, it weighs heavy on their heart. It pierces their heart. They're not healed. They haven't healed these heart wounds that they have, and so it's affecting them in all their relationships. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. So this person, like, I just feel, again, and it's right under the Eight of Swords, which is about being stuck. And this is another card of, normally it means forward movement. Sorry, that's not fully in focus. This card is about forward movement. The Chariot's all about moving forward. Sometimes it's about travel. Sometimes it's about people living in different countries. But it being in reverse, especially like right under the Eight of Swords, it's this person feels very stuck and they have no idea how to move forward with things, either things with you, how to move forward in their life. Just all around this person for, again, there's a couple different scenarios, but there's a big feeling of feeling stuck, being stuck by past pains, wanting the world but not knowing how to get it, and being afraid of being hurt again. So let's see. I want to, since we're doing hidden truths and I have a hidden truth oracle, I am going to use this one. So this is a hidden truth oracle. It's by All Things Intuitive. I think I got it from her Etsy page. Whoop. That one wanted to pop out. So I'll stop talking about where I got the cards and I'll talk about that at the end. We both know I'm not the one for you. So I think this person just feels not good enough for you. Again, I think they're feeling very stuck. And this is more like head versus heart. Like, they just don't feel like they're good enough for you and that they're not the right one for you. Not saying they aren't for you, but, people get stuck in that mindset where they're just not good enough for you. Or you both could know that you need to move on from each other. Again, that could be a scenario for some of you guys. Again, I will repeat, general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's see. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So maybe also you have a lot of heartache and you were kind of using, possibly even in the beginning of this relationship, using this relationship as a distraction from other things going on in your life. And they know that. They might not admit to it, but they know. I want to be more than friends. So yeah, even though they feel like they might not be the best match for you, or you might be out of their league, they want more from this. They might not be telling you guys. So if you're watching this about a friend that you're interested in, they want to be more than just friends. I wish things could be different. So again, I feel like this person just feels very stuck by circumstances. Maybe they're in a relationship or you're in a relationship, and so they can't move this to where they want to go. They're just feeling stuck and can't see how to move forward just yet. So those are like some of their, their hidden truths, is like they just feel very stuck. And so maybe you don't understand why they're holding back, things like that. And it's because these are all the things that are rattling around in their head. Again, I think we have a lot of air here. We have a lot of swords. So this person could be an air sign. But this person is a thinker. They think a lot more than they speak their truths. So I want to use these love messages. I'll go over where these are from. My lovely friend Kind sent me these. I adore her. So thank you, Kind, for sending me these for the channel. So let's pull some more truths. It says, you mean more to me than you know. So you mean more to this person than they let on. I don't care how hard being together is. Nothing is worse than being apart. So if you guys are apart, they're having a hard time with it. Or if you guys are together, like, if you're wondering why do they keep, you know, we keep trying this and keep trying this, it's because they don't want to give up on this. They don't like being apart from you. Your beautiful face is always on my mind. So yeah, they think about you often, guys. These are some of their truths, some of their secrets. Like, you're often on their mind. They have you on this high pedestal. They think, I keep hearing, they think the world of you. They just don't know how to move this into the next step. Let's see, what else are truths for this person? I'm struggling to find the right words to say to you. So yeah, this person is thinking, but doesn't know how. Like, our page of communication is in reverse. So it's like they have so many thoughts, but they can't express them. We are in each other's life for a reason. Thank you for showing up. So this person does recognize there is a strong connection between you guys. They might not always admit it, but they are appreciative for you being in their life. So pile one, I think that's where I'm going to end it today. If you're curious about any of the cards that I used, I will be doing a video at the end with those. And thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Please like, subscribe, share. I do a free giveaway monthly for all my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, do that and comment, and you'll be entered into my monthly drawing. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked my favorite little brass flower paperweight thing that I love. I'm not sure what its purpose other than being beautiful, and I needed it in my life. So we are going over what are some of your person's hidden truths, what are some secrets. It could be a lot of different things came up in pile 1. You know, truths going on in their life, feelings for you, things like that. Like, just like what's going on with this person, and that's what we're looking to find out today. So we will see where the cards take us and what messages come through for you guys in pile 2. Okay, what are some of our pile 2's person's hidden truths? So we have a Princess of Pentacles, which is a Page of Pentacles, a Ten of Pentacles. We have the Lovers in reverse. We have Strength. That's the one to come out. We have the Page of Wands. We have Three of Wands. We have the King of Wands, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. So right off the bat, we have a lot of fire and earth energy here, like a lot. So we could be doing with some air sign or some fire signs and some Strength is a Leo, but fire signs and some earth signs. If you're not, no big deal. Just wanted to throw that out there. Right off the bat, what is this person's hidden truth? So I'm hearing that they feel very, very attracted to you. They see your worth. They might not tell you they see your worth, but they do. When it comes, this person I think has a fear of commitment is what I'm hearing with our Lovers in reverse. It's like, even though they see your worth, they see you as this beautiful person, they feel very, very attracted to you, very drawn to you. I think this person has a major fear of commitments. They might have not said that. Again, general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but this person is afraid of love and really opening up to someone because they're afraid of losing their strength. I feel like this person like prides themselves on being a very strong, independent type person, and so like the fact of like opening up completely vulnerable to someone makes them feel a little like nervous, because this person has been left out in the cold in their past. They have been very hurt. Another scenario for you guys, if you are in separation, this person could be feeling very, very hurt, but they put on an act. Like, I'm hearing that, like, if you're following their social media, they're making it look way more grand than it is. Like, they're coming across, again, this message is for some of you guys, they're coming across as this very strong, happy person that's like, yeah, I'm taking the world by the horns. But really, deep down inside, they feel like like this guy who's just been rained on, and I mean the lightning's hitting him, like everything's falling away and feeling very left out in the cold. So we have, you know, some truths for some of you guys. Is this person is putting on a massive act to cover up how they are feeling about a breakup that you guys had. If that's not your scenario, don't worry, there's a couple different ones. But again, I feel like this person is afraid to really truly open in love. This person has some commitment issues, but not a lack of fire and lust for you. Not that that's, you know, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but they're very, very, very drawn to you is what I'm hearing. I hear like they think you're so beautiful, like you have so much worth, like you are the ultimate partner is what I'm hearing. Like with this Ten of Pentacles, like they can see you guys just like lavishing like life and enjoying each other. I mean, these two characters are looking at each other very, very fondly, pouring some wine, enjoying life. Like you are the type of person that they could see themselves with if they weren't so afraid. And what I'm hearing is they're afraid of losing themselves in a relationship because they hold themselves so strong. They hold their creativity. I'm hearing like this person might be like have a creative job, or a lot of creative passions, a lot of interests that they don't know how to juggle that and having a relationship with somebody. Sorry, my phone is ringing. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, back to this. Life. So they have a lot of like, they're afraid of losing their independence, and that's one of their biggest things, fears about being in a relationship with someone. Sorry, I need to turn my chakra music back on. Life is real, guys. It's real. So thanks for bearing with me for that. Okay. So, but yeah, I think that's a major thing. Is they're afraid of losing themselves. Like they just hold like in finding the time to juggle it all is what I'm hearing. So I think this person has spent a lot of time being alone and completely content with being alone. So that the fact of truly opening up and giving to somebody, it makes them just weary that they're going to lose their independence. But again, I get, you know, even though our pages are more of a little bit of an immature standpoint, they still want to invest in you, and they still think longingly and passionately about you. So, and it's weird, like in both of these cards are, well, our pages are our messengers, but she's counting her coins, but she's writing out. So I'm like hearing like, sorry, it might help if it's in the screen. They're planning their future, and they see you as a part of it, but it's like things have to be perfect. This is, again, might be a little bit different scenario than our commitment person. So, like they're planning things, but I'm hearing they want to cross their I's and dot their T's. But in this one, we also have this page, and it looks like they have a letter that's been opened, and they're looking longingly for you. So if you guys are in separation, I think this person daydreams and wants to figure out how they can make this future work with you. But our Three of Wands, which is also about planning and longing, is in reverse. So, and this girl happens to be looking out at the stars, and there's fireflies all around. It's a very magical looking Three of Wands, actually. I just got this deck recently. But what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of lost hope on how to make this work. Yeah, there's some definite heartbreak in this pile 2. I'm also hearing like there's some guilt about how things went down. If they were unfair to you, they have a lot of guilt. Again, I think that they put on a big act, but they do feel really bad about it. So let's see, where do I want to go next? Feeling drawn to pull some of these Moonology cards. I didn't pull these in the first pile, but I go where they take me. So what other truths do we need to know that this person is hiding? Can we have some insight into some secrets going on with pile 2, some truths on their heart? It says, New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. So I feel like this person, even though they put on this air of I don't care, they think about this a lot. Um, I'm hearing they want a new start. They think about how, if you guys aren't together, they think about how to start this anew. Because even though they have this fears of, you know, a true relationship, they still miss you and they think about it more than they let on. I'm going to pull one more of these. This one wants to come up. Okay. Third quarter moon, adjustments are required. So I'm also hearing for this person that possibly has some commitment issues, or it could be that they know that they're going to have to change some of their lifestyle in order to be with you, and so they're recognizing some adjustments. I hear, like, for some of you guys, you've been like, well, you can't do XYZ if we're going to be together, and they've told you, well, I'm not changing. Well, they're planning on changing. They're thinking about it a lot. They're meditating, contemplating on how they can change things to be a better version of themselves for you. I want to pull some of these. Ooh, if I can grab the stack. These are my Hidden Truth Oracle cards. Since we're going over hidden truths, so these are the perfect cards for this. Oh, we both know I'm not the one for you, and you were the best thing in my life. So I feel like this person feels like they're not good enough for you. Again, I keep going back to this Five of Pentacles here. Like, they just feel like they couldn't own up, even though they put on this big act. They aren't really like who they made themselves out to be. Then we also have you were the best thing in my life. So for you guys that aren't together, like, you were the best thing. Like, you were this ultimate partner, but yet their fears ruined this, and so they put on this act. But again, with this card, I get this, like, overall, it's more of like a self-worth kind of thing with them, and so they just don't feel like they're good enough for you. You came closer than anyone. So I feel like you, like, really shook them up and really made them happy. And they let you in more than they let most people in. There's way too many cards there. So you, as I made a big mess of your guys' pile. You came closer than anyone else. Yeah. Much else to be said. I want to be more than just friends. It's weird. Some of these exact cards popped up in pile 1, so if you could have some truths in there too. There's a lot of cards in this deck. It's weird when, like, just certain cards pop up over and over and over again. Oh, I love you. There's a hidden truth for you. If this person has never told you, or you think that they don't anymore, they still love you, guys. Like, there's a lot of love for you, even though they don't feel good enough for you and they try to hide it, but they love you. So I don't know what a better way to end on that note for some hidden truths than that card right there. So we are going to end it there for pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope this gave you some clarity and insight to going on with what some of their hidden truths or secrets are. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I truly, truly appreciate it. Have a good day, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this very interesting blue duck, bird, guy, swan, whatever you want to go with. Let's go with some sort of duck, or some sort of bird. So today we are looking over what are some truths that your person might have on their heart, what's some truths going on in their lives. I don't know what it's going to pop up. It's just kind of where the cards take us. But just some secrets that your person isn't either being fully honest about or not letting you in on what's going on with them. It could be how they feel about you, how they feel about life, just some things going on. So let's dive right in and figure out what is going on with pile 3's person. What are some of their truths? Always remember this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit your situation. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Magician. We have Temperance. We have the Empress. Okay, guys, all these cards already right off the bat Granted, 2 of them are in reverse, are all major arcana cards. So, all right, this one to pop out. We have the 9 of Voices in reverse. We have the Queen of Materials. We have the Knight of Wands. Sorry, the 9 of Voices is the 9 of Swords. We have the Awakening. Wow. Okay, there are a lot of powerful energies in this pile. So some truths. I'm going to possibly might be a little bit of a stretch for some of you guys, but there is a sense of this person is going through a major awakening, a major realization, like a huge shift in their whole perspective on what life really is about. I also feel like for some of the watchers, you guys are going through this too. I'm kind of going with this feels like a very like we could have a lot of twins watching this like twin flames watching this pile, and you guys are going through the ringer at the moment with all these energies shifting. There's a lot of change coming in. This person, I mean, we have like this up and down of our major arcana with, you know, we have the High Priestess. It's in reverse, but it's all about tapping into your intuition, understanding your power. But then we have our Magician, who is upright. And so they're realizing that they can manifest. We have Temperance, which is like the divine coming in and really making things shift. And then we have the Empress in reverse. So we're just going to talk about this first line right off the bat. Yeah, guys, I'm hearing Dark Night of the Soul too. So this is a pretty deep pile here. I feel like this person is finally letting go of anxieties about, I'm hearing like, I'm trying not to cuss, like what in the actual F is going on, but they're starting to like have some more understandings, even though I don't think they fully grasp this concept yet, but they're letting go of like their resistance is what I'm hearing, and getting a little more curious to this connection that you guys have, this mysterious, intense, magnetic connection that's here that has caused this massive awakening within them. Like they've never been their truer form of their soul until they met you, is what I'm hearing. It's like you guys met and fireworks went off. And, you know, if you think of a horse standing there and if fireworks were to go off, they'd probably be really spooked. So I'm getting this person has been spooked by this connection. If you don't feel like you're on the twin flame journey, like this probably isn't your pile. So, because I'm feeling very, very drawn to that with this pile 3. Wow. I'm going to get some clarifiers for all this, because right now I just, like, the truth of it is they are in the middle of going through some mess. So if they are dead silent on you, it's because they are trying to figure out what is going on. What is going on? What is this connection? They're just like, what? Okay. We have a King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Swords in reverse. But we have a Nine of Cups. Okay. So with this reversed earth energy, I feel like this person, it's really shooken up. They feel like they've lost their ground. I think they're also recognizing that they weren't fair to you in this relationship. Like they weren't, like you were giving more than they were. And so there's like this level of like regret. It's like they've realized that they are a manifestor. Like I feel like you've told them like lots of, maybe this person wasn't spiritual at all. And so I don't think they're fully there yet, guys, but they're having a shift and realizing that like what the universe can do versus what like our 3D illusions can do are two totally different things. Like everything they believed that was rooted in their facts, like it's been flipped upside down. So yeah, I just hear like if you want to know what's going on with this person, they're just going through it. They don't know how to make sense of this just yet. they're realizing that I'm hearing that they were wrong about everything. But, you know, when it comes to you, they still have this cup of love for you. I feel like they still want to make an offer. And I'm hearing they didn't treat you for the empress that you were, emperor, empress. Like you have the world within you, and they weren't seeing you correctly. But now with this awakening, they're realizing, oh, this spot in my heart was really for them. Yeah, this is really cool. All right, I don't know how down the rabbit hole of that journey I want to get into, but we'll just, you know, big massive things. There's some shifts going on. They're having some realizations. I'm hearing they're getting a lot of synchronicities. Again, they still, with our Ace of Swords in reverse, they're very confused by it. They've been a little spooked by all of this energy that's been ignited in them, but it's been divinely guided. But yeah, I'm hearing also like they've been really triggered to start healing and working on themselves and realizing that the world is not how they originally thought. Let's get some hidden truth from my hidden truth oracle, since we're doing hidden truth things. So again, if you're watching about someone that I'm assuming this is a twin flame connection and you guys are in separation. If that's not you, this isn't your pile. This person is just, yeah, they're going through it, man. Possibly you are too. So you guys are a mirror of each other. But I'm hearing they're letting go of like the reins a little bit and going with the flow of it. But let's see, what are some of their hidden truths about you? This has come up in all three piles, so I feel like our people are just not realizing how good they are. So we both know I'm not the one for you. So it's not that they aren't the one for you. I just feel like this card is like a major feeling of a self-worth deficit, a self-love thing. So they just don't think that they're good enough for you, is what I'm hearing when I see that card. It's so weird. It's popped up in every single stack. I know it was a distraction from your pain. So again, it's like the goat. Like, again, they're not fully aware of this connection because they're still assuming that you just like them because you were trying to distract yourself from something you're going through. So maybe you met them after a breakup, or you're in the middle of a bad marriage or a bad relationship. And so they just see it as you, or they were just this distraction for you. So they don't realize, like, they're not there yet, but they're going to be there. Our last card was the awakening. They're getting forced to be there. I regret lying to you. So what I'm hearing is, like, hearing this person told you that they didn't care, or they acted like they didn't care, but they really did. And so they really regret telling you things. Or, you know, for some of you guys, they could have, you know, really lied about something and you found out, and they really regret lying to you. I feel you leaving me behind. So maybe if you're on this journey, you've really gotten to this point of surrender. And so you've pulled your energy back. You're focused on yourself. And so they feel that energy moving away from them, which is kind of magnetizing them into like this shift to come meet you at your level. So energetically, I feel like a lot of you guys have really been doing a lot of work on yourself. And maybe this is what sparked this final awakening with them, because you guys are at such a wonderful point in your journey that you have like forced them into their journey, because you guys are twins. Again, I'm just reading this all the way. This is twin pile. There's not another scenario for me with this. Let's see some more truths. I remember every detail of that day. So I keep thinking about, they remember about the day that you guys met. So for a lot of twin flames, from my understanding, is that like you guys meet in like the craziest magical way, or when you guys really finally, like if you guys knew each other before, when you really connect, it's like very intense and very like very just serendipitous is what I'm hearing. Or, you know, even your first meeting, like it's just like the stars aligned for you guys to come together, and they remember that. They might not tell you that they do, but they remember it. You came closer to anyone. This card also. This card, this card, and this card has popped up in every pile. That's so weird. And And they have a lot of cards. Like, I'm starting to wonder, do I have duplicates? This is crazy. All right, let's see what else. I'm becoming a better person. So yeah, this person is really working on themselves. They're trying to be a better person for you, for them. They're also being forced because they're starting to realize that life, and this life isn't what they thought. Like, I'm hearing like an ego death, which is a lot of what the dark night of the soul is. I want to get some of these love messages that my lovely friend Kind sent me. She's the best. Thank you, Kind. And they're by High Priestess 1111. I think I'm going to have to look up her link for these and put that in the description. I think you buy it on the Making Playing Cards site. I know it's the same site that White Rose Guidance gets her cards from. But anyways, these are love messages. I want to know some more. These are very twinny messages, so we're using these for sure in this deck. Might pull out a lot of twin messages for you guys. I think you guys might stick around for a little bit. I don't know. I'm running out of time, but I get butterflies every time my eyes lock with yours. So if you have, like, when you do see this person, you have a tendency, like, they don't look at you, or they look past you, or everything, like they make intense eye contact, but they can't seem to look at you in the eye. It's because, like, you just, like, cause this feeling like it's almost electric and they don't know what to do with it. So think back to when you guys have been together, like, you know, I mean, you guys could have just a very intense eye contact, but I feel like for some of you guys, like, when you're, like, person to person, like, close to them, like, they almost can't look at you. They have to look every other way because it's like they can't breathe, is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry if I ever contributed to suffering of your heart. So they feel a lot of regret for anything that they've done to hurt you. Please don't doubt my love for you. It's the only thing I'm sure of. So yeah, guys, they are in the middle of this. I still think this is a little more on their heart, not really recognizing, like, these things. Like, you have to give them the time to go through this. They need to go through this to be the better version of themselves for you. But just know that, you know, stay on track. Do what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. They're following suit. They're finally coming around. I'm thinking about you right now. So you are on their mind as you watch this, thinking about them. And I know I messed up and I did things that made it seem like I didn't care, but trust me, you are my world. So guys, like, that you are their world. Like, there's no other way to put that. Actually, I would keep going with the cards, but I do have a very short time that I can even do videos. So I'm going to stop this here for right now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope my twins that are watching just know that your twins finally making some progress in the right direction. Still going to take some time, but they're getting there. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. If you're curious about any of the cards I used, I'm about to do a quick little overview of the decks I used in this video. So thank you guys so much. If you're hanging around, you get to be shooken to the core, right? All right, let me just try to make this a little more neat so I can go over these decks real quick. All right, what all did I use this reading? If you're just listening to me, hi, I'm Joy. I'm a big dork. I love you guys all, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching me and being here with me. All right, in one pile I used those. So, hello, my lovely friends, if you're tuning in for the decks that I used. So let me see if I can find some of these boxes so I can show you guys, but I'll have the links in the description box below. Ooh. Okay, you listen to me struggle. Okay, we're going to start with this deck. This lovely deck is the Wheel of the Year Tarot. I will have the Amazon link in there below. It's very, like, seasonal. There's a lot of really awesome imagery here. It's written in a couple different languages. I'm not sure what is all on here. But really, really cool. I mean, that's our Ace of Wands, guys. Look how cool that picture is. Like, there's just some really nice imagery. I really enjoy... Oh, there's my interaction card. I love the outside of this, but it's a really, really cool deck. I mean, that's Justice. It's really awesome. They're a little bit more narrow than, well, I guess they're not that much more narrow, but I have really big hands, so it makes it really easy for me with a lot of these Oracle cards because I can hold them well. I know other people have a hard time shuffling some of the bigger cards, but these are fairly narrow cards. Little easier. They're very slick, but overall really cool cards. So if you're interested in those, I'll have the link below. Next tarot deck, I've been using this one a lot. It's like my favorite. It's the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. Stunning imagery, stunning gold on here. The Chariot. I don't know if I've ever looked at this one's one of my favorite. Temperance is one of my favorite cards anyways. This one's stunning. I wonder if I can find the Chariot. I had it in a reading, and it was just something about it. It was just really pretty. It was almost like a sea god instead of like the normal. And I'm very usually drawn to Egyptian type imagery, which is like the traditional version of the Chariot. But this one just like almost reminds me of like King Neptune or something. I don't know, or Triton. I don't know. I'm not as good with my sea kings, but something about they remind me of shells on a wave. But it's really, really pretty. Okay, anyways, but that's the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. Super stunning. Love it. Might be one of my most favorite decks right now. This one also is, I adore the artist, or the woman who does this. Her name is Chris Ann. This is the Muse Tarot. She also has the Light Series Tarot, which was one of my first decks, or my first like non-traditional decks, and I love it. But this one's so beautiful. This imagery is amazing. She does a lot of really cool stuff too. So if you follow her on Instagram, again, her name is Chris Ann. I think she's the Pixie Curio on Instagram, and she's just amazing. But I mean, the imagery is awesome. And look at the Fool. Like, how beautiful is all this? Temperance, again, I love Temperance. My favorite cards. Whoop. And that's the Sun. And how pretty. So, you guys, that's the Muse Tarot. Really great deck. I just realized I had all 3 non-traditional decks today. These love messages, I'll have to make sure I find the link and put it in here. These are really cool. These are by High Priestess 1111. And, like, you know, they say things like, I get butterflies every time I see you. I can't wait for the day to start our lives together. I'm truly sorry for my words and actions. Things like that. There's just really cool messages. My lovely friend Kine, one of the most beautiful souls I know in this world, sent me these to add to the channel, and I love them and I appreciate them. So Kine, love you, my girl. Thank you for sending me these. They are truly a great addition. And then let's see, these are the Hidden Truth Oracles. I got these off at Etsy. These are bought by All Things Intuitive is the name of her shop, but I'll have the link below. I'm not available. I wish I could share my good news with you. She has a couple different oracle cards that are really cool. I wish I had treated you better. So many things remind me of you. They're just really cool, very kind of twinny messages if you're on that journey. But still, just overall, they're really great for pulling like the hidden truth that someone's going through. And then we have my last deck that I used today, which is Moonology. With all the moon stuff going on this month, I figured it would be a good one to use. I only used it, I think, in pile 2, but these are really cool. Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon. They all have like the type of moon it is. Sometimes the moon like is in Cancer, so if you're trying to use something for timing, sometimes you can do that, you know. Full moon in Cancer, so sometime in, you know, June, into June, July could be a time frame for you that you can get a time on a card. This one's really pretty. But there's just a lot of really pretty images, like You Are Enough. And then in the booklet for this, like it gives you some like how to attune to the moon, additional meanings for these cards, the teaching of the different cards. So it's really, really cool, like tool just to use. And it says, let the moon be your guide. So if you're looking for just kind of a cool like oracle deck to have just for, you know, self growth, I think it's a really cool deck. And it's just really neat. If you have an attraction to moons, then get the Moonology card. So I think that's all the cards that I used today. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Oh wait, I forgot. In one of my piles, I used this one. Totally forgot. I love this little deck. This is the White Sage Tarot deck. Has this little tin. These images are so like we have some elephants, we have some birds. I love there's the devil. The lovers is some seahorses. Oh, I love the suits for the court cards for cups are all these cute little otters. So I love these. I usually use these as clarifiers for things. Love that because I do love Egyptian stuff. So I love this card, and also the moon. Let's see if I can find it. Sorry, you guys are going through. Oh, there's the moon. That's Horus. So what a cool card. So they're a cool little deck. They're really small decks. So if you want to have a little deck to keep on you, obviously in like relation to, even though this is a thinner deck, it's obviously much smaller. So if you do have small hands and have a hard time shuffling through, I think all the ones that come in like tins like this are the smaller cards. I don't know if this one comes in a fuller size. I just ordered this, but I loved it. Yeah, it's pocket-sized tarot. And there's a chakra card that comes with this. I don't know what I did with it, so it's kind of cool as well. And there's a little booklet if you need to know what cards mean. There's our tower. So guys, this is kind of a little bit lighter version of the tarot. So still ultimately really cool. And thank you guys again, and I will see you in another reading. Much love. Mwah.